All right, this is a cool website you could use to kick your videos up a notch. Basically to allow for some commentary or some script reading over the videos that you're making. Normally they would be voiced over. You could record your voice and do that and stuff like that, but I mean, let's keep it simple. We can generate voice ourselves using this website. So anything I type in here, I can get AI to create, to basically say the text for me, and then I can use it in my videos. So how does this website work? Well, first you have a base language that you can select, and they have different accents and stuff like that. So I think by default, it's selected to English American. And then you've got all these different voices that you can use for your videos. So, for example, I can just pick Tom, for example, and you can press the play button here to see how Tom sounds.
New York City traces its origins to a trading post founded by colonists from the Dutch Republic in 1624 on Lower Manhattan.
So I don't know if you can hear that, but you can go through all these voices and you can play them.
New York City traces its origin.
And you can find a voice that you like. So I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's stick on Jack here.
New York City traces its origins to.
So we've got a language, we've got a voice, and now we can basically type some stuff for this AI voice to say for us. So on the next video, you'll have a little more freedom, but for this one, maybe let's just keep it simple. So let's make Jack say 4 things here. Let's say this is a text-to-speech tool. That's the first sentence he's going to say. And then you can press period, press the enter key on your keyboard to go down the next line. Let's say I will say whatever you type. So that's the second sentence. Go down a couple lines. And what else are we going to do in this video? We're going to create some subtitles. So I've got, this is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. Let's say these are subtitles. That's the third sentence. And the fourth sentence, let's say, have a nice day. Exclamation mark. I think these voices can do inflections with different exclamations and stuff like that. So yeah, 4 sentences. Once you're done, you're going to create audio. Now this is a cool tool and it's free for now, but you only get so many uses out of it. So for this video and for the future, don't be wasting these generations, these audio generateds. Because as you can see, I can only build 15 more media assets before they want me to start dishing out some cash, which it's Christmas. Who's got extra money for that? So anyways, you can play your audio. This is what it'll sound like.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
And I don't know if you can hear that, but it's not bad. Like it sounds semi-robotic, but it sounds somewhat human-like as well. It's kind of somewhere in between. And obviously there's really good AI voiceovers where you can impersonate celebrities and stuff like that, but obviously the really good ones you got to dish out some money for. So this is pretty good for being free. So you can download this, and it's going to download it as an MP3 file. You can open this folder, and what you can do is go into VSDC. Now I've already got a Pexels video in here that's on Canvas. You can download it as well. And what you can do is you can drag and drop that audio file you just created into your Pexels timeline.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type.
So now you've got video and you've got audio playing in the background. And it just kind of gives your videos, especially the ones you make yourselves, it just kind of gives it it makes it more interesting to watch as opposed to just having a silent video. So if your audio's quiet, there's a couple things you can do. You can click on the audio file in your timeline. And you can increase the audio volume right here. So right by default, it's at 0. So you could put it up to 10 if you're having a tough time hearing it.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
All right, so I have video and I have audio playing. Now what I want to do, just for some practice and splitting videos, is I want to split up this audio file into the 4 separate sentences. So I want to basically I want to split it where each sentence starts and each sentence ends.
This is a text-to-speech tool.
Okay, so that's the first sentence, and I want that sentence all by itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video, and I'm going to stop the video right after the first sentence. Ready? Watch this.
This is a text-to-speech tool.
Okay, first paragraph's done, or first sentence. So I'm going to click on this audio file, and I'm going to split it. So now I've got that first sentence freely ready to use all by itself.
This is a text-to-speech tool.
And nothing else. It's just the first sentence. Okay, I want the second sentence. So I'm going to play, and I'm going to pause it right after that sentence ends.
I will say whatever you type.
Boom. I will say whatever you type. I'm going to split the clip. There's the second sentence. All right, third sentence coming up.
These are subtitles.
That was a short sentence. These are subtitles. So just make sure you click on the video or click on the audio track, split it. Okay, now I've got these 4
This is a text
sentences all split up into 4 pieces.
I will say whatever you type.
Because, he's just firing off those 4 sentences. So I just want to give some breathing room in between each sentence. Because, in this video and the video you make in the future, you might not just want constant talking sentence after sentence. Like, you might need some breathing room here between the sentences. So you should have 4 separate audio files. Or sorry, same audio file, but split up into 4 pieces.
This is a text-to-speech tool.
So if you've done that, just put a little space between each one. A little breathing room. Just a little breathing room. Just like that. Play the video out.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
Cool. Now the last thing I want to do, and it's nothing new, it's just using text in VSDC. So I want to create subtitles for each of these 4 sentences. So how do we do that? Well, we just choose the text tool here, click on it, and you just click and drag to make a text box. And just be careful. You've got multiple layers going on here, so you want this text layer to be on the top of the videos. So just click and drag from here and put that red line all the way to the top. Then you can just click inside your text box. You may have to choose the editor tab here, so you've got all these options. And of course, you can just write your text. Just make sure that your text color is white and the opacity is 100%. And I don't think we need to worry about brush color. That's okay. We can make this text a bit bigger. So I don't know, maybe like a 72 is pretty good. And we can hit it with the alignment buttons so we can put it nicely there. And the font is pretty nice, so I'm just going to leave it as that. So I want to create some subtitles. So the first sentence, if I play my video,
This is a text-to-speech tool.
was this is a text-to-speech tool. So I'm going to double click my text box and I'm going to type in, this is a text-to-speech tool. Clicking outside the text box into some empty space here and then clicking back to it, I can resize that text box and I can move it down. And that text is just a bit too big for my liking. So I'm going to double click it, highlight it, and let's maybe take it down to 50. Oh, that's better. I like that better. So now I've got some text of what my AI generated audio is saying.
This is a text-to-speech tool.
However, now I have to time it with the actual audio. Because subtitles, the text pops up when the audio is being said. So,
This is a text-to-speech tool.
all I have to do now is basically click and drag and just make it the same size as these 4 pieces of the audio I split it up into.
This is a text-to-speech tool.
So see how the text appears and the text goes away when the sentence is finished?
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type.
So I can copy this text and I can paste it. I might as well put it on the same layer. There's no point of having multiple layers. And I can change the text to be the second sentence. So what was the second sentence?
I will say whatever you type.
It was, I will say whatever you type. So there's the second subtitle.
To speech tool. I will say whatever you type.
Let's do the third one. Copy, paste, same layer. Make it the same size.
These are subtitles.
Oops, don't want to go in there. So the third sentence was, these are subtitles.
These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
And copy, paste, put it down, same size. Have a nice day. So there we go. That's how you can easily do some subtitles.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
And if I really want to be picky, just based on how I split up this audio file, is there's a bit of empty space at the start. So I feel like my text pops up just a bit too early.
This is
See how he doesn't really start talking till like right here? So if I wanted to be really picky, I'm just going to resize that.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will
And see how the text pops up just a bit too soon on that second sentence?
I will
He really doesn't start talking till like right here.
I will
So I'm just going to bring that in just a bit.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. These are
And same with that third one. Just pops up a little bit too soon. So I'm just going to bring it back in.
These are These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
And that fourth sentence is pretty much bang on, so I don't need to touch
Have a
it.
nice day. This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
And let's add one last finishing touch just to kind of combine multiple things that we've learned and multiple oh my god. All right, let's add one last final touch just to combine kind of all these tools we've been using throughout this unit. So let's go to our trusty dusty sounddogs.com. Let's type in background music and let's just find some nice music to put in the background just to kind of tie up this video and kick it up even one extra notch than what we started with. So you got all these tracks here. Hopefully we can find one that's pretty decent. That's perfect right off the start. Feel free to pick another one if you'd like. Once you find one you like, just press the little I button and do the download MP3 preview. And there is your audio file. You can press the folder button. Go into VSDC. Click and drag it onto a new layer. Just like that. And if there is a particular part of the music you want, you can split it. I was quite happy with how it started, so I'm just going to take the start of it and slide it to the front. And I don't need all this extra fluff. So what I can do is I can just move my needle and I can split it and I can delete this big chunk that I don't need. And I may need to adjust the audio levels of this song. Let's see how it plays.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
All right, audio levels are pretty good as I already kind of cranked my text-to-speech file up. So it's pretty loud compared to the background music. Maybe I'll turn it down just a couple notches. And I can just split and delete the ends of these pieces because I really don't need them. And there we go.
This is a text-to-speech tool. I will say whatever you type. These are subtitles. Have a nice day.
All right. There we go. You can really bring a stock footage video up like this robot one and add some pretty cool, easy to add effects and kick it up a notch.